Male teenagers today are probably one of the most weird, depressed, but also one of the most interesting types of people in this world today. And as someone who belongs to this group of people on this planet, it is my duty to explain to everyone else the types of male teenagers that exist.
Also, I would appreciate if you liked and subscribed now. I put a lot of effort into this so thanks.
And if you think I didn't mention all of the types of teenagers, make sure to comment and I will try to make a part 2. Anomaly 1. The femboy. Simply put, the femboy is a male that is very feminine, acts like a woman/girl, dresses like one, etc. These types of people usually don't have a lot of friends and are not that popular. They usually have comically and extremely styled long hair for a male, and usually hang out, or at least try to hang out, with girls. Their build is usually very skinny, like reaching anorexic level. Their mental state is probably bad because of the severe lack of purpose and testosterone in their body. They are usually not very interesting and don't have a lot of hobbies, or in fact anything interesting about them except for being womanish. I rate this type a 3 out of 10. Never really got into that type of stuff. Anomaly 2. The most popular kid. This is the most popular kid in school. This guy usually has curly hair, is tall, we're talking above 6 foot, has an average or above average build, and is very charismatic. Oftentimes, however, this person can be a prick and a bad person. He usually has a lot of friends and hangs around girls a lot, but not too much. He probably plays some sport and is known for being good at it. However, the popular kid most of the time doesn't really take care of himself and probably is gonna peak in middle/high school. He probably lost his virginity at around 16 with a random girl that he never met again. Most of them have bad habits like smoking, having shit diets, or even taking drugs. Overall, I rate this person a 5 out of 10. It can be fun to be around them, but most of the time they are not a good influence. Anomaly 3. The somewhat popular kid. This is the kid that is known around the school, but people have mixed opinions on him. This guy usually is the one that goes to the gym, takes care of his diet and overall his life. He doesn't use social media, and because of that he's looked at as weird by some people in school. However, everyone has respect for him. He probably trains some fighting sport like boxing or something, which also gets him respect by other people. Most of the time he has some friends, not little but not many, and is somewhat liked by the majority of people. This is the guy that thinks about his future and finances while he's in middle/high school. This guy's mental state is usually good because of how he takes care of himself. He probably has a girlfriend and is in a healthy relationship, which means that there is a high chance that they will still remain being together and ultimately being married, which only improves his mental state more. I rate this person 8 out of 10. I'm trying to become more like this guy, honestly. Anomaly 4. The weird kid. This guy is just known as the weird kid. He isn't popular, however, people who know him don't really like him and just kind of look at him like he's a weird guy. He probably has some lesser known and less popular hobbies like guns, politics, and/or nature. He probably has only 1 or 2 friends. A lot of the times this guy can be obsessed with politics and even end up being a Nazi or a nationalist or a monarchist or something like that. He's usually obsessed with politics and knows everything about the political compass. He bases his personality on the political compass, actually. A lot of the times this guy can be a nice guy to talk with, but most of the time he's just weird, probably has brain rot humor, has social anxiety, and doesn't know how to speak to people in a way which will make people like him. His build can range from anorexic to fat, but never jacked or muscular. I rate this guy a 4 out of 10. Can be fun to talk with him, but most of the time he's just weird and not fun. Anomaly 5. The nerd. This is the nerd. He is known for having all A's, or where I'm from, ima sve petice. He's usually the teacher's pet, reminds the teacher of homework all the time, and only cares about his academic success. A lot of the teachers praise him, but he doesn't end up being popular, and probably has not a lot, maybe even no friends. His build is usually flabby, chubby, or skinny, but I've never seen a guy like this with an anorexic build or something. Usually, if you try to ask him to hang out, he will say that he can't because he's studying on or working on some school project. His mental state is unknown. I don't even fucking know what this guy thinks about other than school. He's just an NPC, to be honest. I rate this guy a 2 out of 10. I really don't like these types of people. Anomaly 6. The depressed kids. There's 2 types of people like this. the actually depressed kid, or in the quotations depressed kid. The first guy usually has a mental disorder of some sort, like ADHD or something, but nobody knows about it. He usually stays inside all day, doesn't have a lot of friends, and his popularity is not that high. However, in school he smiles and pretends nothing's wrong. He doesn't talk about his feelings and probably only vents on the internet. He probably lives in a single mother household and doesn't take care of himself. He probably thinks that there is no purpose in life and probably tried to commit suicide, maybe even a few times. I have a lot of empathy for this guy because I've been in a similar position to him once. However, one thing that really got me out of the state is taking care of my diet, my body, and my social status and grades. I will probably make a video in the future about how you can improve your mental health. Now I am the happiest I've ever been in my life, but I was depressed before, so I think you can trust me. The other type of person is the quote depressed/emo kid, who probably has comically long but not curly hair. He usually wears baggy all black clothes and his build is skinny or anorexic. He talks in a quiet/deep tone and doesn't care about himself, and usually always talks to people about how he's depressed, lonely, etc. This is the type of guy to fake mental disorders for popularity. I rate the second guy a 1 out of 10. You have really stooped low, man. Anomaly 7. The NPC. The NPC's build can vary from chubby to skinny. They're never fat, anorexic, or muscular. Everything about this guy is unknown: his mental state, grades, his hobbies, etc. He has no social life, and if he has friends, they're probably NPCs too. He doesn't have social media, and everyone thinks he's weird and uninteresting. The only thing he's mostly known is for skipping school a lot of the times. I rate this guy an unknown out of 10. I don't even know any information behind this guy. Anomaly 8. The loser. This guy is very known around the school, but for being a loser. He's probably ugly and fat. He doesn't have any interesting hobbies and tries to fit in, but it never works. He maybe has a few friends that are also losers. He, like many others on this list, also don't take care of himself and probably has brain rot humor. His mental state is probably unknown, but sometimes he can be depressed or something. He tries to have the same hobbies and interests as other people, but it never works. I rate this guy a 5 out of 10. He's probably not a fun person to be around, but it can be rewarding and fun trying to help this guy out and being friends with him. I'm talking from experience. I think that's it for part 1 at least. If you have any suggestions for this, make sure to comment and I will make sure to make a part 2. Also subscribe, as I put a lot of effort into my videos even with the small amount of free time I have. I'm trying to reach 2k subs before summer ends, so please help me out with that if you can. I hope you enjoyed the video, and of course if you did like it then share it, and if you want to watch some of my other videos, go ahead. I know I'm desperate, right? Alright, see you next time.